People, hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Hello. So, just a quick introduction. Hello everyone. My name is Abigail Mensah Bonsu. I am a quantum divine embodiment mentor, a multidimensional healer, and a goddess coach, in a way, if I put it that way. I'm very much guided with the divine feminine energy, but in the essence of more of activation, activating the human potential. So today I wanted to stop in and talk about ways that we lose our power, and especially highlighting the little ways, the more hidden ways that we lose our power, and how I'm going to share with you a simple tool, a simple thing that you can do to recall your power, your energy, your essence back to you every single day, any time in the day. We're not going to complicate this, okay? In my line of work, what I've noticed, it's easy for us to identify the bigger stuff, like getting into a huge argument. That's a big way to literally lose chunks of our energies. Having a traumatic event like a car accident, or, those are all the big stuff that you're like, I definitely lost my energy. I definitely lost a part of me. Like, it's easy to identify. It's easy to be like, yes, this is where I lost it. But the part that I think is more dangerous in a way, as in it's hidden and it keeps siphoning off our energy. So it's the type of instances where you're like, it doesn't matter what I've done. I've tried healing. I've tried doing this. I've tried doing that. I'm still exhausted. I don't even have the energy to do what I love to do. I don't feel like myself. When this goes on for a long time, you get to a point where you feel dissociated, almost like you've been fragmented, right? And you notice that your spirit is trying to put you back together. So it's almost like you're searching for this togetherness, but usually you do that searching on the outside. That's like the worst case, where you just given away all your energy so much that you've got into a point where you're literally so depleted, so depleted. Now, I am hoping that if you're listening to this, you're not there, because if you were there, you wouldn't be in this group in the first place. I'm noticing the people in this group are very much empowered in their purpose, in their life, in living the best life, and creating the best life, best experiences for them and their family. And so if you're here, perhaps more of the inner ways, or the subtle little ways that we lose our power, more enlighten you. So let's talk more about that. In my line of work, some of the easy ways that you can lose your power is, for example, getting into, I'm going to say, a conversation. It's a conversation where there's no winning, okay? A conversation where, you say, for example, you said yes to something that you were supposed to say no to. A conversation where afterwards you just felt completely depleted without even realizing that, like, you're like, oh my gosh, why am I so exhausted? All I did was just talk to this person. I'm just completely exhausted. The key to recognizing this, now, the more you do this, the more it will come easy to you, is to, well, if you're an energy healer, it's very easy to look at your energy field and see where there's tears in your energy field, and then mending those and calling back your power. If you are, if that is not part of your gift, because we all have gifts, it's just being aware of what doesn't feel good. Like, that's the best way to explain it. What doesn't feel good? What is it that you're doing that when you're done, you're like, ugh, why did I do that? Why did I decide to do that? Why did I decide to go here? Why did I? Usually, after you do it, you don't feel good. That not feel good, that is, like, oh, I did something that I know did not honor my soul, did not honor who I really am, did not honor my truth and my joy and my happiness and my virtues and my goals. It was not in alignment with you. When we do things that are not for our highest good, we lose energy. We give away our power. When we think that someone or something has better solution than we do, we lose our power. We literally give our power. Here's the thing. This is what I teach my clients and a lot of people, is that nobody can take your power from you. What usually happens is that we give our power to them, and they're standing there like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't need this. Here, can you, what am I supposed to do with this? Right? We tend to think that someone else will come and take away our power. But what happens is that we give others, situations, people, experiences, we give away our power. This happens when we don't think we have the gifts, that we have the energy, that we were gifted enough or talented enough to do something, that someone is better than us. That's like the easy way, right? How many times have you seen someone, let's say a coach or someone in your industry, who is killing it, right? And you look at them, you're like, oh man, I wish I was them, because if I were like them, maybe I would experience blah, blah, blah. I would be experiencing what they're experiencing. I would have $1 million, whatever it is. That's a very simple thing that we do, and yet that's a way that we give away our power. The moment you say, oh man, I wish I was you, because it just comes easy for you. You just handing them, here you go. I can't do it. Here you go. Take that power. The way I see our power working with this energy piece is, I see it as puzzle pieces. And every time you do that, you give a puzzle piece to a situation, a person, a thing, right? And we have to be aware. You have to be aware ways that you give away your power. Whether in the, like the big stuff that you're like, oh, in my face, yep, I just lost my power, right? I give away my power again. Or the minute stuff by you, for example, you saying, oh, I can't do that. I've never been able to do that. People think I'm a loser, or because I can't do this. That is like, I can't do this. I can't do that. That is such an easy way to lose our power. Let me tell you something. There's nothing you cannot do. The difference between what you can do right now and what you think you cannot do is that you haven't even allowed yourself to explore that yet. One of the things that for some reason in my life, I thought that I wasn't someone who bakes. Like baking is not my thing. I would always say, oh, my sister is the baker. Oh, my auntie's the baker. Or my mom is the baker. And then it became, oh, my dad is the baker. I don't bake. I don't know if I'll be able to bake. And, this year really highlighted that. Like I've been baking so much this year. And there's a point, I think this was like a couple of months ago, that I was baking. I was like really having fun with it. And I was like, why did I ever tell myself that I couldn't bake, that I wasn't a baker, that someone else was the baker? Where did that come from? Did I even try to bake and like failed? And I could not remember any instance that I did. Like I literally did not even go there. I just automatically said to myself that I'm not a baker, and gave that power away to, oh, my sister is the baker. My mom is the baker. My husband is the baker. I don't bake. And when I said that, my guides were like, my higher self was like, there's nothing you cannot do if when you put your mind to it, when you set your mind on it. And that's the thing. You have all the tools that you need to be successful in this lifetime at anything that you want to do, because that's the whole part of being human. We're here to have as many experiences as possible. Right? We literally, it's like a buffet in front of us, but we have the opportunity to choose the experiences we want to have. And whatever it is that we choose, we do have the tools and the answers to perfect it, to make it amazing, to experience it. So, like that's something that we do that we don't even realize we're doing. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not like you. It comes easy for you. You got this. I don't know. I can't do that. You literally just gave that piece of your power. Here you go. Take it. We have to be in a place where we begin to see how and where we give away our power because it happens so easily. I cannot even tell you in a day how many times I notice my energy, my power leaving me because I gave it to someone or because I gave it to an experience or even a thought. All those thoughts that you have that are, like the self-talks that you use to beat yourself down, right? Oh, why are you so stupid? Why did you do that? Those self-talk, you know what I'm talking about, because we all have negative self-talks that do not benefit us. That's all ways that we lose our power. Now, the beauty of this is after you are aware of the ways that you lose your power, you can call it all back to you. It doesn't matter if this happened 10 years ago. It doesn't matter if this happened in a different lifetime on a different dimension. You can call it all back to you right now. And I'm going to share with you a simple mantra or affirmation or words that you can say that literally with intention and faith will bring it all. Because again, if you say it and you don't believe it, your power is like, oh yeah, well, it doesn't sound like you really want me, so I'm not coming. So there's an aspect you need to play your part. How do you want to feel? How much do you want to feel whole? Do you want to come back to yourself? Do you want to feel complete in yourself? So when you speak this out, you got to feel it. You got to know it in every cell of your being. Call it back to you because you want it back. Every time we lose our power, just imagine a puzzle piece leaving I'm going to say like a complete picture. A puzzle piece being displaced. And the more you lose your power and not call back your power, eventually you lose so many pieces that you can't quite see that picture anymore. You can't quite see the complete picture anymore. I call back to me now all my power. I am whole. I am complete. I call back to me now all my power. I am whole. I am complete. This is like a foundational statement or affirmation or mantra, whatever you want to call it. This is something that you can say, in the morning, in the middle of the day, while you're working out, but especially before you go to bed at night. Call back to you all parts of you that you have lost, whether consciously or unconsciously. I call back to me now all my power from this time, from all past lifetimes, from future lifetimes, because how many times do we think about the future? How many times do we worry about the future? Right? Call back to me now all my energy, all my essence, all my power from all time, space, dimensions into this space and now, into this body now. I call back to me everything that I've either given away consciously or unconsciously. I call it all back to me now. I am whole. I am complete. I am whole. I am complete. The way I see it, like the imagery that I receive when I do this is that the puzzle pieces come back into my field. So one of the things I have around me, and I think I shared this with you with my last live, is the different light bubbles that we have around us, right? Energetic fields that we have around us. And when I call back my energy, it's like the puzzle pieces come back and click into the areas in my energy field that it was missing. So for you, you might have a different imagery with that. The best way to do this is with your breath. Really connecting to yourself, like closing your eyes. So let's say at the end of the day, just close your eyes, taking a deep breath. And actually, let's do this right now. If you're here, just go ahead and close your eyes, taking a deep breath in. And if you like, you can go ahead and place one hand on your heart, the other on your womb or your stomach, whichever feels good to you. If you feel drawn to your womb, perhaps that's where you're losing your most power. If you feel drawn to your stomach, that's the power center, right? It's about self-esteem, confidence. That's where you're losing the most power. If you're feeling drawn to your heart, in your relationships, in love, in connections, that's where you're losing your most power. So pay attention to where you're feeling called to place your hands. And just close your eyes and take in some deep breaths into these areas of your body. Let your breath take you deep into these areas of your body. And this time, I'll ask you to call in your higher selves to come in at this time, to come into your heart and assist. Ask your higher self to show you where you've lost your power, where you continue to lose your power, your energy, your essence, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. And then ask your higher self to draw back to you all that you have lost so that you come back to your wholeness, your sacred wholeness. So you can come back to you. Go ahead and do that right now. Ask your higher self, however way that I lost my power, however way that I gave away my energy, lost my power, gave away my essence today, or even in the past or to the future. However way I did it, I call it all back to me now. Bring it all back to me now. Bring it all back. And then breathe and receive. And just receive that. Allow your higher self to work its magic. And if your soul gifts are open, you can actually see these pieces or sense these pieces return to you. And breathe. Beautiful. It's as simple like that. This is a foundational practice. You can make it yours. You can, where you need to direct this. Perhaps you know exactly where you gave away your power. You can make it specific. Higher self. I just had an argument with this person. However way I lost my energy, my essence to this person, I call it all back to me now, and I send them love. If you want to do more advanced, this is for the unconscious ways that we continue to lose our power. So these are like programs that are running behind, at the back end where we're not conscious about. This is usually something that is from childhood, or perhaps even past lives or ancestral lineage, right? So it's a programming that's running on the background, and it keeps repeating itself, right? And creating instances where you continue to lose your power in the present. And so here's what I do working with my higher self, because because we can't see exactly what it is. My higher self can, my guides can, the angels can. And I'm working with this crew, so I just say, any way that I'm continuously losing my energy, my power, in any kind of program that is running in the background, I ask that you put a stop to it, and I call back to me now all my power. Higher self, I ask that any programs that are running in the background of my consciousness that I am not aware of, that it continues to drain me, I ask that you stop, clear, delete this program and replenish me. That felt good right there. That felt good. So you can see how you can play with this statement. You start out with just, I call back to me now all my power. I am whole. I am complete. That's something that you can do. You can say anywhere, anytime, right? And it will still initiate that. All your energy coming back to you. You coming back to your wholeness. You coming back to your completeness. But when you have the time to really sink in and use your breath and call in your higher self and call in your guides and your guardians and connect to the divine, and you begin to tap into the unconscious programming that are going on that continue to drain you, preventing you from being your best and most magnificent self in this lifetime. You can co-create it. You can work with these higher beings to really bring you back. All of you back. Every single part of you back. To be successful in this lifetime, we need to be 100% us. Confusion comes in, and that's some of the signs that you're being drained or your energy is being depleted. Feeling confused, not being able to focus, right? Agitated, emotional up and downs, right? All of that are signs that you are being drained somehow, in your energy field. And if you're aware of that, you can easily just ask your higher self, ask your guides to repair that drain and return to you, all of you, all that energy that you lost, call it all back in. If you want to operate in your life, in your business, in your relationships, in all areas of your life at 100% or more, fully embodied in all of your magnificence, then become aware of the ways that you give away your power, the ways that you are the ways that things deplete you, drain you, and know the tools that you have to repair that, and also come back to you, come back to your wholeness, call back to you all of that. Everything that we go through, we have the ability to reverse it, heal it, mend it. We have the ability to do that. Nothing is permanent. That is part of being a multidimensional being. Knowing the tools that you have, knowing that you are powerful, that you have everything that you need to be whoever you're here to be. That there's nothing you cannot do, create, or call in. So yes, you might be like, dang, I wish I had this tool before. Like, I just feel like I've been drained, like for how long? I don't even know how I can begin. You begin right now by being aware that you have been drained for that long. You begin right now by just simply saying, you know what? I know I was drained in the past, but I call it all back to me now. You have the power to call back to you, every part of you. Does not matter the time or where it happened. You can call it all back to you now. Right? You want to be fully present in your business. You want to be fully present in your being, in your truth, in your mission, in your vision. And you want people to feel that and gravitate towards you. You got to be 100% right here. And this is a powerful tool that you can always use to come back to you, that wholeness. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope that this resonates with you. If it does, please let me know. Comments below. Let me know how this feels for you. If you do try this, I want to hear from you. How does this feel like after you call? Usually with my clients, the first time they try this, it's usually like a downpour of a rush of energy to them, and they can physically feel it. They can emotionally feel it. Like, they can feel it on all levels of themselves. So I want to hear from you. If you've never tried this before, how was it like for you? If you've done something along that line, and you add this to it, how has it been like for you? I want to hear from you. How did this resonate for you? All right, my loves, thank you so much for receiving this, and happy Sunday. And real quick, I am looking for amazing people to take on a journey of stepping into their power, really stepping into that sovereignty, right? And operating from that place of sovereignty by knowing the divine codes that are within them and activating those codes within them. I have a workshop coming up. Go ahead and check it out. I have the link in the description. I would love to have you in there if you feel drawn to it. So thank you so much. Happy Sunday. If it is Sunday where you are, if it is Monday where you are, happy whatever day that you're experiencing right now. And until next time, from my heart to yours. Bye, everyone.